to the decision on 4th and 1 to go for it instead of punting?
You know, that's a decision that's up to Coach Swinney. All I'm listening for is, hey, you got 2 downs to get it potentially, or I'm going to go give you 3rd down and kick it on 4th down. And obviously, he had a better feel for what it was like on the sideline. He made the decision. You know, we had run the heavy package out early down the goal line and ran it up inside and felt like they were going to be prepared for it, and we had some success the last time that we tossed the ball outside out of that package, and so that was the call.
When you have a mindset of throwing on almost every down, when you ask your team to run on short yardage like that, is it too much to expect?
I don't think it's too much to expect. Obviously, everybody's disappointed that we came up a yard short, but we got the mentality on 4th and 1. We got to be able to run it when we need to run it. We also got to be able to throw it when we need to throw it.
Was that the most disappointing thing, is that you couldn't establish a running game all day?
You know, we knew that it was going to be tough trying to run the football, but obviously at the end of the day, the way the game was going back and forth, we knew that we were going to have to put up some points, and you know they had made some adjustments, but still weren't stopping the pass. And every time we tried to run it, you know, we were trying to find different schemes, and it seems like they had some pretty good answers. And so we were going to go with what was being successful as opposed to trying to force the issue.
Could you have dreamed though of throwing it this much in a single game?
You know, I don't think that we came in expecting to throw it as much as we did, but at the end of the day, we always tell our guys we need to do whatever we got to do to win the game. And you know that was giving us the most success, and we tried to sprinkle in the run, and you know we just didn't have time to be able to sit there and go 1-2 yards a game. We needed to get the ball down the field and score points.
As great as this.
You know, obviously everybody's disappointed. These, especially some of our young guys, have never been in this position where they've lost the game, you know, in their home stadium. So obviously a lot of guys are disappointed. But I know the team that we have. I know the heart of these young men that they're going to respond. And you know, we tell them too all the time that adversity builds character. You know, sometimes prosperity doesn't build character, but adversity does. So you know, we're hurting today. You know, obviously we're going to own it. Everybody's responsible for it, including myself. And I got to do some things better throughout the course of the game to help put these guys in position. So everyone's going to own their mistakes. We're going to flush it, come back on Monday, and go play for what's ahead of us.
How much did the makeshift offensive line affect play calling tonight?
You know, it didn't affect play calling. Really just the flow of the game and what they were giving to us, and we thought they were going to make some more adjustments and really give us a little bit softer coverage, but they didn't. So we had to go with what was working.
What did you see with the 3 interceptions by Deshaun?
You know, I think the first one, you know, he was just trying to make a play there to leg it in the end zone, and then especially the one there at the end of the game down in the red zone. You know, they had about 9 guys around the box, so we're trying to mix it up and maybe see could we sneak a little naked in there. And in that situation, 2nd and down, you just like them to throw it away. Tried to force the ball to leg it there, and their guy made a play.
Tony, in football, you know, if you keep having the same mistakes pop up each week, it's going to one day bite you. Is that how you assess today?
You know, I think that obviously the turnover, especially the turnovers in the red zone, you know, cost us points right there. But still, there's other things in the course of the game. It's not just going to be those 3 plays. There's probably going to be another 5 plays, probably a total of 8 plays, where if we did a little bit better, then we would have a different outcome.
Was it heartbreaking not to pick up that 1 yard twice when you had 2 chances?
You know, it was disappointing. You know, but still, you know, I love my guys. You know, they battled all the way till the end. We knew that was a good football team, and that was very capable of beating us. It was disappointing not to get those 2 yards.
When you throw the ball 70 times like that, do you expect? I know you don't want turnovers, but do you see? I mean, that's going to happen some.
Yeah, but you don't expect, and again, you can't say that it's acceptable. We understand that they're going to happen, but anytime that you do throw the ball, you have an opportunity for a turnover. But at the end of the day, really hurting for our guys. They give it everything that they got every single day, and they came up a little bit short. But they're gonna learn from it. They're gonna rebound, and we're gonna get better.
Sure, you gotten this question already, but end of the game, you're throwing the ball so well. You run the ball on 4th and 1 on a toss sweep. Just when you were deciding what play you wanted to call, what made you think that was the one that was going to get it 1 yard?
Well, it was just a situation where we had success on that play, in a similar situation, and we scored a touchdown out of the same set when we ran the ball inside, and so we thought that they'd be prepared for that, and then again, you'd be questioned if you throw it on 4th and 1 and why you didn't run it, and so we put our best package out there that we thought was going to be able to give us an opportunity to be successful, and we came up short.
You think the struggle to run the ball and maybe the decision to pass was just a result of the numbers they were devoting to stopping the run the way they were structured?
Right. We knew coming into the game plan, if you study Pitt, I mean, they're a zone team, but they're really a man team where they're going to get 2 extra hats to the box on any blocking surface that you have. And so they're going to have their linebackers in position to where you can't block them, and as soon as they see run, they're going to trigger. And so anytime that you think that you got a good box to run the ball, before you hand the ball off, the linebackers are in there. So we knew that we were going to have to throw the ball. Obviously, we would have wanted to establish more in the running game, but again, we felt like we were keeping them honest enough, but we had success passing it, so we stuck with what was working.
Had a few chances to take a 2-score lead at the end of the game, but couldn't do it on it. How much do you hammer home how important it is to finish after this, or is it just something that you think is going to?
Oh, no question. You know, we're always, and that's one thing that we said coming out of half. We knew that we were going to have to continue to score points, and the first drive out of half was just as critical as any of them. And we came up. I think we came away with a punt or something like that. We didn't execute for a touchdown there, and then down there, especially when you're down inside the 5-yard line, you know, you want to come away with points. And if you got 20-20 in hindsight, you look back, you know, you at least come away with possibly 3 points. But we had our opportunities, but at the end of the day, we came up short, and we got to own it, and we got to correct the mistakes and move forward.
Should Deshaun have thrown that away on second down? It was well covered.
You know, he had an opportunity to potentially throw it away. You know, understand the situation. It's second down. You know, you're inside the 5. You have an opportunity to throw it away, and you know that's Deshaun though. He's trying to make plays, and you look at some of them throws that he made. Man, he fit some balls in there in tight windows, and you know everyone's going to focus on the couple of negative plays that he had. But I mean, this young man we wouldn't be in the position that we're in as a program without him. And you know, he's a leader. He's a champion. He's not perfect, and he'll learn from that, and hopefully you won't see that mistake again.